Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing 18 things, good and bad, that happened in 2018. I know this video is a little bit overdue, but I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, but I do now. That's kind of why I'm doing it. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start off with the bad, and then go to the good. So the first thing that happened in 2018 that was bad was I lost my grandma. She passed away in February of 2018. Then I lost my grandpa. I got my first ticket. I got into an accident with Zach. I got into a fight with a best friend, which we're no longer friends with. There's no shade here, but I got a job at Applebee's. They kept making me feel like everything was my fault. My uncle passed away like right after I got the job, and I would only work weekends there, but his service was a Friday and Saturday, and I told them that I can't go in because I have to be with my family, and they were like, well, what day is it? And I was like, it's a Friday and Saturday, and they were like, well, of course it is. And I was like, okay, bye. I lost myself for a little bit. Along with that, I gave up on myself, and I got depressed, and I lost my faith. I found out that I have insomnia, which is that I can't sleep at night without being up for till 2 or 4 or 5 every night. I got depressed. I almost failed a class. That meant that I couldn't graduate, but everything just happened so fast that this was one of the classes that I needed to take so I could graduate. So what happened was, freshman year of high school, I was in classes that I wasn't supposed to be in, and I failed out of them so I can get the credit that I needed. Like, I was in AP World History and Biology, so I didn't have that physical science class that we take, or I was just in AP World, which was too much for me. I was just super like fast paced and everything, so I was just like, gotta go by. I got sunburned really bad. Oh my god, it was my entire back except where my bathing suit was. And then from there down, so like my bathing suit was like here and like here. And then like my bottoms, of course, but I put sunscreen on and everything when I went. Like, we were at the beach, and oh my god, it was so bad. I almost died. I was driving home from Belle Tire, and it was a blizzard outside, and I was driving really slow. I was turning on the corner of 21 and Hayes. I was turning from Hayes onto 21, and where I live, it's like my street and then Garfield, and then from Garfield it's like Garfield is here, and then 21, and then Hayes. If you're familiar with it, you know that there's a Walgreens here, 21 gas station. Next to Walgreens is a liquor store. I was here by the gas station, and I was turning really slow in my car. Like, my brakes, they locked, and my car spun, hit the curb of the gas station, and it spun me all the way over to the liquor store. And no one was coming, but I could have died that day. It was one of the worst days of my life. That day I knew that I had to be more careful of everything. And yeah, I really don't like to focus on the negatives in my life, so there was only 15 things that I could think of that happened badly. But I do have all of 18 for my goodness. So the first thing is I graduated high school. I got a boyfriend in June. He is the sweetest thing I could ever imagine. He loves me for who I am. He always makes me feel like I am with more than what I think I am. I got my dream job at Prestige. I've always wanted to work in photography or even be a photographer. There's a lot of people that say that I won't ever make it in photography because I'm not good. I like to think that I am good. I'm not the best yet, but I could be, and I can be. I became happy with myself, which was really hard for me to do because of everything that's happened to me in my past. And I'm not saying that I was a bad kid or anything. I was a good kid, and it was just really hard for me to be happy. I cut my hair. My hair was down to here-ish, and I cut it up to here after I graduated. I quit my job at Rue. I'm not gonna say that the people were bad because they weren't, or the environment was bad. It was just they kept scheduling me the days I was working at Prestige, and I told them that I was like, hey, I have another job. I get my schedule 2 weeks in advance over there, so I'm telling you now that I'll give you my schedule when it comes out. And they were like, okay, but they kept scheduling me there, and then all the days I requested off, they still put me on the schedule like it was my birthday that I wanted off. My 4th of July, I wasn't even in town, and I told them that I'm not gonna be there, so don't schedule me because I'm not gonna be in town. My up north is in Midland. I go to my cottage with my grandma, my grandpa, my cousins, my aunts, my stepdad, my sister, my brother, everything like that. But yeah, I went to the Ed Sheeran concert with Zach. I rekindled the relationship with my dad. We've always had a relationship, but it was never as good as the one we have now. So yeah, I became confident in myself. I became more social in who I am and what I do. I got glasses so I could finally see. I'm not wearing them now, but because I can see you. That sounds creepy, but I can see what I'm doing. I got my first car. It's a little 2007 Ford Taurus, baby blue, and I love him. His name is Ed, after Ed Sheeran, because I love him. I saved money a little bit. Yeah, saved a little bit of money. I got better at makeup. I got a gym membership. I pushed myself to do the best I could ever do. I took care of my friend when they needed me, and then I lost weight, which is really hard for me because I've always had a problem struggling with my weight. I was always told that I'm never gonna be good enough or anything like that because I'm too big. Well, I'm not. It took me a long time to figure out that I love my body for the way I am, and I don't need someone to tell me that I'm too fat when I'm not.